So Manchester United has been able to win 5 of their last 7 Premier League games in the Premier League, and Manchester United has been really doing well. Manchester United has been evolving. Yesterday we were able to talk about how Ruben Amorim system in Manchester United is beginning to evolve, and today we actually want to sort of talk about the tactical flexibility of the Ruben Amorim system in Manchester United, and we are going to sort of analyze the last 3 games of Manchester United, how Manchester United has played, how they have been able to evolve, and how Ruben Amorim is beginning to change some tactical details in the Manchester United team. So definitely we are going to be starting with the Sunderland game where Manchester United were able to win 2-0 at Old Trafford. So we are going to sort of analyze what Manchester United did in the game. So firstly, Manchester United kind of showed a different approach from our previous games. Manchester United was not looking to press. Manchester United was looking to stock deep with a kind of 4-4-2 shape or a 5-3-2 shape, and then try to see what Sunderland was going to do. So Sunderland was given the freedom to play from the back. Sunderland was given the room to drive forward with their fullbacks. Manchester United was looking to stay deep to cut that passing lane to Xhaka. So what Ruben Amorim was looking to do was that he was kind of using Senne and Mbeumo to sort of block that passing lanes to Xhaka, so Xhaka cannot receive the ball and detect the play. So that was what Ruben Amorim was looking to do in the Sunderland game. And also in the Sunderland game, you could see that Cunha was dropped for Mason Mount because Mason Mount was used to kind of create that balance in the left side of the pitch, because when Manchester United chooses to play Cunha or Mason Mount in a game, we actually play them because we want different characteristics, we want different approaches to the game. And you could see that with Mason Mount in games, Manchester United looks more balanced. Manchester United can be able to hold the weight on the left side of the pitch. There will not be much fluctuation of positions on the pitch. There will not be much overloads on both sides of the pitch because Mason Mount likes to hold the weight. He likes to hold his position. He doesn't like to drop deep all the time. He likes to stick to one position, and from his heat map you're going to find out that was sticking to the left side area of the pitch. He was trying to create that weight and balance for Manchester United. So Manchester United were looking to be very brave against Sunderland, and you could see that in the first 30 minutes in the Sunderland game, Sunderland only lost the ball once in their own half. That tells you that Manchester United were not looking to press. We were just looking to contain them, make sure that they don't play through the middle, and then try to win those second balls and try to counter them as much as possible. So that was what Manchester United was looking to do in the Sunderland game, and that tells you that Ruben Amorim is beginning to evolve, he's beginning to be tactically flexible, and he's beginning to use players based on the games that Manchester United are going to play. So guys, sorry for interrupting video. We are trying to get to 3,000 watch hours in the next 3 days just to get our channel Tactical Trafford to be monetized. So if you guys could kindly share this video and also watch to the end, it will be greatly appreciated. Thanks. So guys, let's look at the second game of Manchester United we won on the 19th of October, where Manchester United actually played against Liverpool, though it was a very fierce game. But the highlight of that game was that Benjamin Sesko, who just scored 2 goals in 2 games, was not going to start, and Lede, which is probably one of the best young central backs in the world, was also not going to start. So it was rather nervy for the Manchester United fans. We were definitely shocked. We wanted to see Lede, we wanted to see Benjamin Sesko in action, but that was not what Ruben Amorim wanted to do. He wanted to be tactically flexible. He read the game and he knew what he wanted to do in the game. And you know that Manchester United has been, in the Sunderland game, we were very direct, we were very long. But what we Manchester United fans were expecting in that game was Senne Lammens going long to Benjamin Sesko, which is obviously 6'5". He is obviously good in the air, and Ruben Amorim did not want Sesko to be competing with the likes of Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate, which is probably one of the best central backs in the Premier League when it comes to area deals. So what Ruben Amorim was looking to do was that he was looking to use Cunha in the first 9 position, and definitely we all know that Cunha is not good in area deals, he's not good in competing for headers. So what Manchester United was looking to do was that in the defensive phase, Manchester United never looked to build up for once from the back. What Manchester United did was we went long 59 times from Senne Lammens. So in the Liverpool versus Manchester United games, we went long 59 times. Manchester United wanted to go long and then win those second balls, and actually worked because Cunha never stressed or never worried about winning any of those headers. He was worried about, or concerned about winning the second balls. And you could see from the stats that Manchester United won or had our highest recoveries at the middle of the pitch. So Manchester United were looking to win those second balls and try to be very fast and dangerous on the counter attack. And then if you look at the defensive phase of how Manchester United were able to play Liverpool, we were very passive defensively because we're setting up in a 4-1 shape. So definitely we were not really looking to be very aggressive in our defensive phase. We're very passive. We were not passive because we wanted to be passive. We were passive because there was a plan behind it. So what Ruben Amorim was looking to do was that he rather brought Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes very close. And the reason he brought them very close was to squeeze that passing lane, was to make sure that Gravenberch doesn't play those line breaking passes, but rather he made the tiny half spaces to be open. So he rather Gravenberch plays the ball into those diagonal positions. He rather Gravenberch plays those diagonal passes rather than those line breaking passes. So what Liverpool was looking towards that we were looking to play the ball into those half spaces into either Mo Salah, Szoboszlai, McAllister, and then the defenders of Manchester United, which was Matthias De Ligt and Luke Shaw, which was wide, which was acting as our wide central backs that they were going to be very aggressive on McAllister and Isak and then try to win the ball as much as possible. And the plan actually works because Manchester United was able to allow those diagonal passes into McAllister and Isak, and Manchester United were very aggressive to win the ball as quickly as possible. And so that was how Manchester United was very compact against Liverpool. We were very passive in terms of our pressing, but there was a reason behind being passive because we wanted to be very aggressive towards Liverpool. And this is something that we had not seen in Manchester United before, because you know that probably in various seasons, even if Manchester United had allowed Liverpool to play those diagonal passes, the defenders would not be brave enough, they will not be fast enough, they will not be aggressive enough to win that ball at those part of the pitch. But we are going to see that there's some kind of evolution, there's some kind of tactical flexibility, tactical evolution, and the players are also beginning to believe the idea. Because one thing is to have an idea and a tactical view of games as a coach, and another thing is for the players to believe. And I'm starting to believe that the players of Manchester United are beginning to believe the system of Ruben Amorim. So guys, our third consecutive win came against Brighton Hove Albion on the 25th of October last weekend. So Manchester United, definitely we were expecting Manchester United to be more deep, Manchester United as usual to be going long, but it was definitely what happened in the Brighton game because Manchester United was looking to play with a very different approach. I saw the most athletic and the highest pressing side of Manchester United I've ever seen in this most recent time. Manchester United were very aggressive, we were very courageous when it comes to the pressing of how Manchester United tried to force a lot of turnovers from Brighton, because Brighton is a very good side when it comes to building up. They are very patient in building up from the back. So Manchester United were looking to be very aggressive. We are looking to press as much as possible to force a lot of turnovers. So firstly, you're going to find out that Euro and Cunha definitely came back into the team, and Mason Mount and Harry Maguire went back to the bench, probably because they had knocks. And then so Manchester United were looking to approach this game a sort of a different way. So instead of being very passive and very stalking very deep as Manchester United has played in our previous two games, we were looking to be very aggressive, and trying to win the ball as much as possible. So what Manchester United was looking to do was to press with the front two and also try to bring Bruno Fernandes forward as much as possible to join the front three. And also Luke Shaw was also very crucial to how we won Brighton because he was very tight on Ruta. Luke Shaw was definitely all over the pitch. You could see that in the Liverpool's game he was stepping into the midfield, but he was not really coming very high up the pitch. But you could see in the Brighton game he was following Ruta everywhere. Even he followed Ruta out of position. At some point in the Brighton's game, Luke Shaw was fouled in the right centre back, so he followed Ruta to the point that he followed him out of position. He was all over the place. He was really high and he was really committing Ruta in all over the game. And Luke Shaw was very crucial for the first two goals of Manchester United. That tells you that Luke Shaw was very important and very crucial to how Ruben Amorim wants to play, especially against Brighton. And then you could see that in the Brighton's game, Manchester United attacking wise was able to create some kind of overload on both sides of the pitch, and this was something that we are beginning to see more often in Manchester United. We are beginning to create a kind of overload on both sides of the pitch, and you could see that in the Brighton game, Matthias Cunha was part of the overload on both sides of the pitch. Matthias Cunha is the player that likes to fluctuate his positions. He likes to move from one position to another. You could see in the Sunderland's game, we made an example that Mason Mount likes to hold his position to stay in a particular position, but in the case of Matthias Cunha, he likes to create those overloads on both sides of the pitch. And you could also see from the progressive carries of Brian Mbeumo and Amad Diallo, you're going to find out that they're beginning to click, they're beginning to synergize and try to create those overloads on both sides of the pitch. And you could see how very crucial Amad Diallo and Brian Mbeumo was very important in the Brighton game, because they were trying to create that overload, trying to double up 2 versus 1 against the fullbacks of Brighton. So this was how Manchester United was able to beat Brighton on the 25th of October, which is last weekend. So guys, if you believe that Manchester United is beginning to evolve tactically, I want you guys to give me your thoughts on the comment section. We have been able to talk about how the system of Ruben Amorim has begun to evolve. I've also talked about the tactical flexibility of the Ruben Amorim's Manchester United. So I want you guys to like, to share, to subscribe to Tactical Trafford, as we'll be making more videos on Manchester United. So see you guys in my next video. Ciao.